this video we are back for the update in Find the Labubus. Thank you so much for choosing my video. If you do find it helpful, if you can leave it a like, drop me a comment and of course hit that subscribe button to help support my channel. So starting off back in Labubu land, I have ordered this by location and I do think that they've redeveloped or revamped these maps and these Labubus. They do feel a bit more polished, they are crisper, it just feels a bit better made. They've also fixed the index, which is absolutely brilliant. It now defines it by biome and gives you a hint. So this has been a great improvement to this game. I don't know if they saw my video or they've just happened to do the same things I was thinking, but quite a few of these little things they've actually changed, I said in my video. So thank you so much if you have watched it and took that on board. So this little bit is new here, the little kind of heart sofa, and then we have Chef on the rainbow truss. So this was one area in the last video I said would be a great place. This is why I think, have they watched it? Because polka dot is now in that wall and I said it was a great place to hide a Labubu. And I have made a major mistake. So my daughter's actually seen me playing this game and she's now asked me to order a Labubu. She's nagged me to order a Labubu. But of course now we're waiting for it to be delivered and every minute it feels like she's asking me, Mom, when's my Labubu coming? Mom, when's my Labubu coming? Oh my god, so yeah, I've got one of these dolls coming. Again, this area's slightly changed. Now, I think I commented and said that that was Mario before. If I'm not, I'm going to have to watch my other video. But it's now changed to Superman and it's now down in the tent. We have the truss here. And that is Witch. Into the obby, and we've got a little side obby here away from the main one. And then we have nighty-night Labubu in their PJs. Again, that racking's new. And we have Stitch Flower. I definitely think that this is definitely improved. And just on this platform level here we have Rogue Cupid. I imagine Rogue Cupid just going around shooting at anybody and everybody so they all just fall in love. Blushy Bunny is by a new lighthouse. And then Potty is in the middle of the pirate ship. Again, I said something about having something in the middle of the pirate ship. The pirate ship seems fixed because I think this is where it should have been, but it was over by snow last time I played. There's a bit of a difference in the index there. So you've got like a photograph one versus like the cartoon that most of them are in. So I'm thinking Spooky may actually be a Labubu you can buy. Again, they have added to the crane. So I said this as well. There's actually one on the end of the crane and this is Strawberry. To make some a bit more difficult, they haven't aligned them to the specific biome, it's just a question mark. So this is obviously to make you search the map, which I love. This is a bit of a random obby. So going straight on, you go to the top of the main obby, which seems to defeat the purpose of having the main obby. And then here you do the wall twists to nothing. So I did that for nothing. So yes, I've either been trolled or that is a work in progress, so hopefully they will add a Labubu into that. Moving round now into snow, and again, you know, I said about this as well because you had the waterfall and you had the mountain, but nothing was in there, and they have now developed this whole section. So this has really improved this area and made use of the map that they've built. So there still isn't one in the little roof line here, which I said they could put one in, but hey, one may appear in another update. So we can now see that you've got the road closed around the mountain here, and it actually stops you from going anywhere near the back now. The problem is the tick isn't over the Labubus I've already collected. So it's quite hard now to distinguish which ones I've got and which ones I haven't. I am basing this all on memory. But we have a new one of Toy Bear just outside the waterfall, and now we can go inside and we find Cuddle Labubu. I don't know, with that mouth and their teeth, I don't want to cuddle it. We have Buttercream. And obviously if you zoom out, this is the maze that I like because I can do this maze. I can zoom out and I can see exactly where I've got to run. So I can't remember where soy milk was, but that is where it is now. And this has just made such good use of dead space, and they've really filled it out really well, I think. So you've got some on the side of the mountain here. We've got some over at lobby into the middle. There's some on the maze wall. Why they didn't put one down the side here to make people actually look a bit further, you know, that would have been a great place to put one. You could have even had a veiled entrance sort of behind a snow looking bit, then you have to walk through. We've got another one of these obbies up, and we find Potter Labubu. I don't know. The only thing that's missing is the lightning mark and the glasses, and that would have been perfect. That could have been anybody from Gryffindor. Like, that does not scream Harry Potter to me. See, again, you could have put one just tucked down here. There is still a bit of space for something more there, if you did want to carry on and fill it out a bit more. And then we've just got the one that I forgot. And again, it takes us up to another level. Why would you use a desk and then a laptop? That is weird for snow. Icicles, something. No, not a laptop, not a desk. The cannon just shoots you back over to the OBBY island. I mean, you could have a Labubu kind of suspended in the middle of the air, so then you use the cannon to try and get one. That might tie that back in, especially if you've got free teleports. You don't need to use that. So I couldn't actually find a way in. So remember in my last video I said that there was the little person and avatar sat under a tree under this mountain. So you can't actually go around the back anymore, so I don't know what they've done with that. But we have just got one Labubu on the side of the mountain. And there we go, that is snow finished, and we are moving into candy. Now this actually feels more like Candyland. So last time it was pink, it was still in the kind of Japanese cherry blossom theme. This is so much better. It does at least feel like it's more candy. I mean, you could go full on, throw some more candy, some more chocolate, you know, go wild, gumdrops, all sorts, fill it out and get some more Labubus in here. But this is a massive improvement on the last Candyland for sure. We're starting to get some themes of kind of superheroes. So we've had Superman, Spider-Man. You could give the other ones a chance as well. You know, you've got the heroes. What the heroes need, the villains. See, werewolf, so that is Wolverine. I almost forgot. The Labubu there, the cowboy, looks so much like Woody from Toy Story. So again, you could have like Buzz Lightyear ones and start bringing in sort of Disney characters like Mermaid, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, you know, Jasmine. There's loads you could have for that in the princess theme. Again, Sandy has also had a facelift. Again, this feels like it's all now fitting in the theme. Nothing that I can tell has been added into the castle. I would still say you've got an opportunity to kind of go into those towers, maybe upstairs. Now I can't remember if this one was added on the top of the castle. Obviously I'm checking because I don't remember it. But this is how you get up there to go ahead. But I've already got the neon dot one. You've got the tent, but no Labubu in it. I thought that may have been a good place for one. Again, if you can lie them flat, although it might look like they're drowning, but you could put one snorkeling or scuba diving in there. Diver Labubu. I do remember this area. Doctor's a bit of a weird placement. I would automatically think like the Labubu OBBY, where you've got more of a city feel, and a hospital, and then you could put it in there. Wouldn't say kind of a beach bar would fit for me. But I suppose again you're bringing in careers, aren't you? You could have doctor, fire, police, teacher. On top of the palm tree we now have Batman, so again we've got that superhero theme. And then just by Sandy we have the big volcano. I am still hoping that they're going to open up the inside like they have done with the mountain. Again, this is a very big volcano, so there could be a lot of opportunity in terms of filling the inside out. They've shown that they can do it. They filled the mountain out with obbies and really nice stuff there, and a maze. But making our way up, and we now have a Labubu on the top. And this is Mystic. And then really sneaky, really hidden well is another superhero of the Hulk. This one did take me a little while to find. Look at that tuck down the rock. Put some more in like that. That challenge element was brilliant for this game. But there we have it, another great update. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.